guys, so Richard here.
I'm Darryl. How we doing?
The tired and snotty Darryl. But I promised you more Darryl, so he agreed to do this with me.
I'm Darryl.
He's Darryl. You guys might remember that. So we are having fun today, playing with this green screen we found. That's why we're in space, maybe?
Possibly in the ocean.
In the ocean, perhaps? Maybe on the moon? I don't know.
In the middle of the desert. Because my throat is really dry.
Joe's throat's dry, so the desert. So we'll probably have a bunch of Windows Media backgrounds, is what we're saying, behind us.
Just random. Just random.
We thought it'd be cool to do a sort of a series highlighting some of our guitars that we have, like some of our favorites, or just ones that mean something to us. And let Darryl start and talk about his bass. I think it's a Dean 8-string.
This one means a lot to me in multiple different ways. For one thing, my wife gave it to me on my birthday. Did not know that she was getting it for me. It came from the Guitar Center, I believe, on Creighton when they were still around. I noticed it would look really awesome. I really liked it. Apparently, I said something to him, I think, and somehow it got around to Jessica. That's what I wanted.
I'm going to take credit for it.
Yeah, so he's going to take credit for it. I'm just going to enjoy this thing, but it's great. One of the biggest advantages of having it is because you're playing with two strings, you get to push down a little harder. You got to be able to hit notes, so it helps with finger strength and conditioning. That's one of the first things that I do like about it. It also gives a little bit of like a reverbish kind of feel to it, and if you put a little distortion behind it, it really sounds kind of cool. But some of the stuff we play really just doesn't translate. But one of the
sounds awesome. It's got a good growl to it.
Oh yeah, even just with clean. But like I said, one of the biggest things about it is that it's a Dean Rhapsody 8. It is unique. It is an 8-string. Technically, it's 4 with double strings. Basically, you got 4 guitar strings mixed in with 4 bass strings. It has an active EQ here. Bass, mids, and lows, or highs. Sorry, bassist. I just love lows. And you have your 2 volume knobs for each individual pickup. It's got a gnarly little horn here.
Brass nut.
Brass monkey nut. Sorry, I'm trying to be funny, but it's really not translating. It does have Grover tuners on it, which I love. Let me give you one example. This thing's been in the case for, I think, 3-4 months?
Since the last show.
Yeah, since the Green Door show. And it's only come out just a little smidge, if you will, of tuning. It was very, very small, slight, not even really that worried about it much of tuning, which is really great. One thing that me and Richard did was we actually modified this with strap locks that come off so easy. I'll get it off later. But as you can see, it has strap locks, which is one of the things that we wanted because just didn't want it to...
That's on there.
Yeah, we'll take a hammer to it later. It was expertly put in. It does have a separate battery cover, an access plate on the backside, bolt-on neck, my German hands all over it. It plays great.
The back of the neck has this really nice flame maple to it. Very pretty.
Yeah,
I don't know how well you'll see it in front of the
Eiffel Tower.
Death Star?
Eiffel Tower.
In front of the Eiffel Tower. So,
just gotta throw out random locations. Oh, there you go. Came off. Yeah, look at that.
All right.
Yeah, strip lock back on. There you
Just
go.
in time for the carnival behind us.
But yeah, I mean, it just has a lot of meaning behind it. It's got a great tone. It helps you play better. It came from my wife, which I really appreciate. So this means a lot more than just a hunk of wood with strings on it. I like to play it out because it's very unique, and a lot of people don't know that stuff like this exists. I like to make other people aware that stuff like this does exist in bass form. I mean, I think I've heard of like 12-string basses and stuff like that. I mean, just crazy.
Bringing credit back to the bass world.
Yeah, just bringing it back. But all right, enough about my stuff. Let's hear about yours.
Okay, so you guys have seen this crummy old guitar on the channel before. It's a Ibanez Roadstar, and let's see what it says. RS140. So it's beat to high hell. And talking about this bass, I think the first band he used this in was Don Will Break.
Yes, absolutely.
Don Will Break was one of our old bands, and you see I still got a DWB here on this guitar from where I pulled off some chrome letters I had on there. This is just my workhorse, man. It's so much fun to play. It always inspires me to write. It's a 1985 Ibanez, but even though it's been road worn and beat to death and had a million different pick guards and pieces on it, it's held up. And so right now I have an Alumitone humbucker in the neck, which I think is very cool, by Lace, and it sounds great. And then I have a George Lynch Screaming Demon down in the bridge, and I actually have it wired so that the middle's a kill switch. For no other reason than I like to mess with stuff. But when we were starting Don Will Break, I recently lost all my guitars, and if you guys want to know about that, research back to the channel. But this was the only one I had left, and it was in pieces, and I put it together, and it was the only guitar I had, and wrote most of all the early Don Will Break songs on this guitar.
Absolutely.
So right now it has this aluminum pick guard, and it's definitely murder on your arm when you're playing, but that's what a guitar is supposed to be. I like to fight to make music sometimes, and this is my battle guitar right here. And of course, make sure we have no cavity cover, because you just can't have those if you're a real rock guitar player.
You have nice things.
So,
So here we are, sitting in front of Mount Rushmore.
looks glorious today.
Yes, but that's a wonderful story. There was something I was going to say.
No, that's basically it, guys. Just wanted to, maybe every once in a while we'll bring in another bass and another guitar and just show you guys what we're working with. Play them out.
Yeah. Well, hold on one second before we do anything else. I know we've been talking about it lately in the last week or two. Just FYI, the channel has grown. We have shot up exponentially in views and subscribers. We really want to make sure we say thank you. It's different if we write on Facebook and post it, but it really does. We were just getting like two little 16-year-old girls, just excited. Everything was shooting up. People were actually getting informed. People were actually interacting with us that we have never met before. So we want to thank you so much for all the support.
Got some Aussie bros messaging us too. Some guys from Australia. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's the other side of the world-ish, so they say.
We should videotape the toilet going in the right direction, the correct direction, and then just see if they do a response video.
Alright guys, well thank you for hanging out, checking out some of our instruments, and we will see you soon.